You ever have one of those moments where something tiny, something stupid, ends up telling you the truth about your entire life? Yeah, mine started with a toaster. Every morning I put the bread in, push the lever down, and wait. And every morning it pops up at a completely different level of toastiness. Some days it barely warms the bread. Other days it launches it into orbit like it's trying to warn me about something. And the funny part? I still trust it. I still go back to it. I still expect consistency from something that has never once been consistent. And one morning, I'm standing there staring at it, like we're in some kind of silent standoff, and something clicks. Not in the "your toast is done" way, in the "oh, this is about more than toast" way. Because the pattern felt familiar, not because of the toaster, but because of how people treat their goals, their habits, their business, their life. We expect predictable results from wildly unpredictable habits. We rely on randomness, random motivation, random bursts of energy, random strategies we try for 3 days and then abandon. And then we're surprised when the results pop up all over the place. It's like putting bread in a toaster that's never behaved predictably and thinking, this time it'll be perfect. We laugh at the toaster, but we live the same pattern. We want stability, but we build everything on guesswork. We want momentum, but we only work when we feel like it. We want clarity, but we switch strategies the moment something feels uncomfortable. And then we blame the toaster, or the algorithm, or the niche, or the timing, or the universe. Anything but the truth. We never built something we could trust. There's a strange kind of honesty that shows up in the quiet moments. Not the big dramatic ones, the small ones. You, a kitchen counter, and a toaster with commitment issues. And in that stillness, you start to see the patterns you've been avoiding. The half-finished projects, the abandoned ideas, the strategies you tried for 3 days and replaced with something shinier. The burst of motivation followed by long stretches of nothing. You start realizing you've been building your life the same way you've been making toast, hoping the machine behaves differently today, even though it never has. And that's when the real shift begins. People hear the word discipline and think of rigidity, rules, restriction, cold structure. But that's not what real discipline gives you. Real discipline gives you relief. It removes the emotional gambling. It removes the daily negotiation. It removes the "I hope today goes well" energy that drains you more than you realize. A good system doesn't box you in, it supports you. It turns "I hope I feel motivated today" into "I know exactly what to do today." One is a wish, the other is a rhythm. And rhythms are trustworthy. Rhythms don't care if you're tired. Rhythms don't care if you're inspired. Rhythms don't care if you woke up feeling like the main character or the background extra. Rhythms carry you. There's a hidden cost to randomness that most people never calculate. It's not the lost time. It's not the inconsistent results. It's the emotional weight of never knowing what to expect from yourself. That uncertainty builds quietly. You start doubting your ideas. You start questioning your abilities. You start thinking you're the problem. But the truth is simpler. You're not inconsistent. Your system is inconsistent. You're not unreliable. Your process is unreliable. You're not lacking discipline. You're lacking structure. And once you separate your identity from your system, everything softens. Everyone eventually hits a moment where they realize, I can't keep doing this on hope alone. It usually doesn't happen during a big failure. It happens during something small, a glitch, a delay, a misbehaving toaster, something tiny that reveals something enormous. Because your life is full of little signals pointing toward the places that want more intention, more structure, more clarity, more rhythm, more trust. Not trust in the algorithm, not trust in the niche, not trust in the timing. Trust in yourself, because you built something you can rely on. And once you feel that shift, everything gets quieter, calmer, more predictable. Not perfect, but steady enough that you don't feel like you're gambling with your own effort. So if you're watching this because you want to know how to build discipline and consistency in 30 days, it starts here. Not with motivation, not with willpower, not with forcing yourself to try harder. It starts with building a rhythm you can trust, a simple structure that carries you on, the days you don't feel like carrying yourself. And if you want help building that rhythm, the kind that removes the guesswork, the randomness, the emotional gambling, I put together a free roadmap that shows you exactly how to do it. It's called EPM, and it's designed for beginners, restarters, and anyone who's tired of relying on hope instead of a system. Click the link in the description. Start building something you can trust, and stop waiting for the toaster to behave.